This question comes from Abraham, and Abraham says, at what point am I crossing the line between boss and employee? I need some advice. I recently hired a new employee. We've been paying him day to day to get him back on his feet. Recently, we decided to have him go full-time and put him on payroll. I've already given him a pay advance, and today he asked if I would be interested in buying some HVAC material left over from a side job he did a while back. I know this would help him out a bit, but at what point am I crossing the line between boss and employee? I'm really not sure how I feel about this, and I want to make the right decision and keep it professional. As a small business owner, this is something that happens to us quite frequently because we develop stronger relationships with our initial team members, and we may not have the professional recruiting strategies that a bigger company would have, but this is very common. And actually, I remember even when I had a larger company, I still had employees that had personal problems that would come to us and ask us for pay advance and things like that. I believe this is simply, for me, it's a moral and ethical issue. Morally, I think it's okay to do something for somebody else as a person. If I was going to structure this as a business thing, as far as buying material from him and just buying it from him, personally, I don't see a problem with that as long as I was sure that it wasn't stolen, right? I mean, if you can use the material and he owns it, why not buy it from him, especially if you're going to get a good price on it and you can use it? I personally see no problem with that. As far as pay advances, that's a business decision you'll have to make, recognizing that you could give that person a pay advance and then they could quit the next day and you're out the money. That's a risk you take. One of the things that I liked to do when employees needed more money is I said, listen, here is your normal salary and these are the hours that you work. If you'd like to make more money, work overtime and I can pay you more. So see if you can give them more work. I always believe in making them, do something over and above the normal job they're going to do if they want something over and above the normal pay they're going to get. Once you get a longer term of a longer relationship and a higher level of trust with that person, I mean, I've had plenty of employees that I've loaned money to, and knowing that I may or may not get it back, but they did a good job for me. We had a good relationship, and I have loaned outside of the company, loaned employees money before. It's just, something that I don't mind doing. I think when you would know that you're going to be crossing the line would be when they're asking you to do something that you don't feel comfortable with morally or ethically, and you'll feel that. All of us have a barometer of what that line is. But yeah, experience sharing here, Abraham. I don't see any issue personally with what you're doing from a crossing the line perspective. As small business owners, we set the line. And so whatever line you're comfortable with is the line that is okay for you. And as long as we understand the risk that we're taking, and that somebody could abuse the trust and charity that we're offering, which happens, as long as we know that that risk occurs and we can live with the decision, whatever happens, everything is good as far as I'm concerned. All right. I hope that helps, man.